So today we are looking at Gnoppix 24. So here is the ISO file and here is the boot menu. So we have plenty of languages here, almost like four languages like English, Dutch, Spanish and French. And here is the advanced options. So let's get back and let's quickly boot it in a live boot. So that's the sound which makes when you choose the options. So I'm running it on a virtual machine which is a VMware with 60 GB of hard disk, 4 GB of RAM and my CPU is i5 1240p. So here is the Gnoppix Linux desktop environment. So let's go to the system monitor first and see all the system resources. So let's go to all applications, maybe in system tools, in the utilities. Let's go to system monitor. So let's see all the system resources in the beginning of the video, and I'm going to put the system monitor in the right side corner so you can see all the changes in the system. So here is all the process running right now. So I didn't run any of the applications or anything like that. I opened just the system monitor. So you should be getting an exact numbers of how much of resources it consumes. So it's a GNOME desktop environment. There is also XFCE and other desktop environments available. So you can choose the KDE version or XFCE or the GNOME version. So the GNOME version or the GNOME desktop environment of Gnoppix consumes almost like a 2 GB of RAM for 4 GB. So if you have like a 2 GB of RAM or a low-end PC, I don't think it will work on your PC. Maybe it would be like a lag, or it should sometimes just freeze there and will be hard to use. So it's clearly up to you whatever the desktop environment you want to choose. But I don't think you can run the GNOME desktop environment if you have like a 4 GB or 1 GB of RAM. So it's 2024, you should be having at least a 4 GB of RAM. That will be okay to run the Linux distro, most of the Linux distros. So again, this is a live boot. It may change like a 300-400 MB maybe. So these are all the processes I already shown, and these are all the resources. Here is the file system. So let's check the version of the Gnoppix 24, and the system monitor has 42.0. So the ISO file released just a few hours ago, like maybe 3-4 hours ago. So already I made the I'm making the video. So as soon as the ISO files are released, I'll be making a video. So if you want to consider to subscribe, you can subscribe. So if you're not, you can just watch the video and move on from there. So I can't even, let's close the system monitor and try to open it again. I can't check the taskbar. I can't use the taskbar. So let's try to unlock taskbar. Yeah, let me put it in the right side corner. So here is the CPU. As you can see, for some reason the CPU are 100% and RAM is almost 2.3 GB. Maybe some bug or some issue with that, but it went back to almost as you can see, the graph of the CPU is not stable. There is a high peak here, there is a low peak here. There is no stable in the CPU, and the RAM went almost up to 2.3 GB. I didn't open anything. So here we have like a dock in the bottom. So let's go to the internet browser and go to the official website, and let me show you how to download the ISO file of the Gnoppix Linux. So I downloaded it from the SourceForge. I don't know whether they are available in other mirrors or other services, but I got it from SourceForge. So let's open the Firefox web browser and let me show you how to download. So it is taking a bit of time here to open the Firefox. Look wise, it is pretty good. The wallpaper is awesome. It looks beautiful. but it is taking a lot of time to open some apps, and the RAM is going up pretty fast. So let's go to their official website. Some tab opened for some reason. No problem, let's close that thing and let's make the Firefox bigger and see. So there is a bit of lag, I can say that. As you can see, CPU is going up to 100%. It's almost touching 100%, and RAM went to 3 GB. I didn't open anything, just a Firefox web browser and just for the system monitor. It took almost 3 GB. It was like maybe 1.9 GB in the beginning, but it's almost a 3 GB of RAM. So that's the reason I always mention, as soon as the ISO files are released, don't try to install it on your hard drive. Always try in a live boot, or try it in a PC which you don't keep it like a work PC or main PC. Use it like a normal PC. You can test it on a normal PC. Don't try it on a main PC or work PC. So this is the official website, which is Gnoppix Linux, or you can just search with like a Google or anything like a source. You can try it in a SourceForge and some other search engine. You can just try Gnoppix Linux as a search term and you should be good with it. So this is the URL gnoppix.com, or you can directly type in Gnoppix Linux and it will take directly to their official website. So here is all the information of the Gnoppix Linux. You can just read when you visit their website while you download. So here is complete information. Let's go to the download, and here are the options of the Gnoppix Linux, like a Pro, Core, Devel, source code and other packages. Let's go to the news, whether we have any like release notes or something. So we don't have any release note right now, but we have the ISO file of 24. Let's go to the core and try. It takes directly to the source folder, and here is the available ISO files almost 12 hours ago, but when I downloaded, when I was searching on the source folder, it wasn't available. Maybe I was searching improperly, I guess. So here is all the desktop environment available, which is XFCE, which is 32-bit and 64-bit, and KDE Plasma 32, 64, and the GNOME desktop you only have 64-bit, and the most downloaded is the GNOME desktop environment. So that's the reason I downloaded the ISO file. So the KDE Plasma is also available. XFCE, there are 3 desktop environments available right now. So here are they. You can try to test any desktop environment, up to you. So let's try to download something. So you need to type in Gnoppix ng in the source forge. Like for example, let me show you. So here is the ISO file. It's when you save it, it will download. You already know how to download the ISO files. So let me test by typing Gnoppix. My keyboard isn't working. I think I need to like a restart or something. Let me try. Yes, my keyboard isn't working. So let me restart. Sometimes it happens in most of the Linux distro. Not most of the, a few Linux distro will have like this of issue. So let me restart the virtual machine and try to see whether my keyboard works or not. So I'm using a wireless keyboard. Let me try it on my laptop. At least let's try it here, whether it's working or not. Even my laptop keyboard also isn't working. So I need to restart the system. So here is all the system resources right now. It's almost 2.5. These are all the processes. So let me restart it and see whether the issue works. Let me restart, or let me power off this virtual machine. Broadcast message for Gnoppix. The system will power off now. So let's wait for a few seconds, and I'll come back when I restart. So we are back. I restarted the Gnoppix Linux. Right now the keyboard is working properly. So let's get back to the video. So let's first open System Monitor again. So these are all the processes. This is the resource, and this time it's almost 2 GB, 100 MB extra. So let me put it in the right side corner. So when I first used the Gnoppix Linux, the keyboard doesn't work, but right now it's working properly. So let's go to the official website. I already shown the downloading process, so let me open the Firefox browser and type in about support and get some of the important information. So there is no release notes available right now. As soon as the release notes is available, I will be posting that in the description, so you don't need to worry about that. So right now it's almost 2.3 GB on the CPU and RAM. The resources consumption is very high in this version. The older version didn't have that much of resources, but for some reason the 24 of Gnoppix Linux version is consuming a lot of resources. So I already showed how to download the Gnoppix Linux from their official website. So I'm going to show you the about support right now. Let me type in about support. So, and there's something I need to mention, that there is a lot of lag and delay in the using process. As soon as you open anything or you try to switch apps or anything like that, it's taking a lot of time here. There is no smoothness while using the Gnoppix 24 Linux distro. So let me type in about support. As you can see, after typing, it takes like a 3-4 milliseconds or seconds, whatever you call it. It's a bit of delay while typing something. Here is the about support. It's like a bit of lag. When you type some letter, it's going to be typed twice. So that's the thing I'm trying to explain here. And the version you get of Firefox is 115.6 OESR. It's not a OESR, it's a 0 ESR, so whatever it is. So here is the distribution ID. So here is complete information of the distro. Not complete, but important information of the distro. So you can just pause the video and read everything if you want, or you can just make the video slow by going to YouTube settings and go to the playback settings and change the default value from 1.0 to 0.25, and you should be seeing everything in a slow-mo. So you can read everything and then get back to the default setting 1.0 and your video will be playing normally. So this is all the information you get here. So we done how to download, we done the important information here. Let's open the terminal and get the distro information. So let's open the terminal. Here is the terminal. So let me type in, before typing the commands, let me change the color so you can properly see everything. Preference, unnamed, colors, gnome light, or let's try black and white. Let me type in the command, which is inxi. Hit enter. So I'm not going to explain every detail here. You can just pause the video and read everything, because it's going to make a video too lengthy. So it will almost make like an hour or 2 hours video. So that's the reason I'm not going to go through all those things. So let me type in another command, which is inxi-b, small b. So here is all the version of the desktop environment, the distro name, and all the CPU, network, all the information is here. So let me type in another command, which is inxi-G. Hit enter. So here is the information. So let me type in cat:/etc/issue. Hit enter. So Gnoppix 24. So let's try neofetch. So here is the neofetch. Let's type in inxi-F. Here is the complete information. So let me type in inxi-sveit. So this is the command which will grab complete distro information. This is same exactly as the above, but everything will be in one command. You don't need to type in all these types of commands. You just need to type in inxi-sveit to get all the information. So here is the complete information. Just pause the video and read everything. So pretty much covered like a CPU, memory, machine, distro, system, vulnerabilities, graphics, networks, Bluetooth, audio, everything will be here. You don't need to worry about a single thing. Every information is here. So let me type in htop now. Htop is not found, so no problem. Let's check the version. About console, here is the version of the console. Let's close the terminal. And you don't get an installer in the Gnoppix Linux. The older version got some installer, but I think we don't have installer, I guess. Let's try in the search. As you can see, there is no installer, so no problem. So I think you can only boot it in a live boot, I guess. So here is the file manager. Let's check some of the files, and the RAM is almost 2.7 and CPU is also a bit stable right now. So keep an eye on the CPU and RAM throughout the video. About files 43.2, other location, Gnoppix. So here is the file system. You can go in some folders and check whatever if you want to check. Lib. So here are all the files. Boot. You already know how to check all these files and do anything if you want. So that's a root folder. So these are the properties. Preference, you can customize some of the things here. Take a screenshot if you want. Show hidden files, keyboard shortcuts. All the things are here. So let's close this thing. Let's see what are the applications you get in the Gnoppix 24. Under the accessories, you get all these applications. Let's get back. Under education, you get a single app. Under graphics, almost GIMP, image viewer, and 3 other apps. Under the internet, you get Thunderbird, all the important app. Nice. Internet, you have like a Gnoppix diffusion. Let's go to the office. You get the LibreOffice and some other apps. And under the program, you get icon browser, sound and video. You don't get a VLC media player. You get a rhythm box, videos, sound recorder, and some other apps. Under system tools, you get almost most of the things, I guess. And let's go to utilities. These are all the utilities you get, like tweaks and other. These are all the things you get. Let's go to the tweaks. And here is some of the tweaks of Gnoppix Linux 24. Appearance, if you want to customize, you can customize all those things. You already know how to use the tweaks. So here are the fonts, keyboard, mouse. Startup applications, you can add the startup applications there. Top bar, you can customize the top bar here. Window top bar, title bar, windows, all those things. So let me open like maybe 15 to maybe 10 or 12 apps to see whether the Gnoppix 24 will handle or just crash. So I'll do always this type of test sometimes, most of the times in every Linux distro, so that you can see whether it will handle or not to day-to-day tasks. So that's the reason I'll make like that. So let me open the software manager, files, LibreOffice writer, and we have a Tor browser. I didn't see the Tor browser, so here is the Tor browser, and let's open the videos. There is nothing like that specifically to open. I'm opening all the random apps, like 10 to 12 apps, to see whether the CPU and RAM will handle, or the Gnoppix 24 will handle without any crashing apps or anything like that. Let's open extensions. So let's open the GIMP. Almost a bit of resource consuming apps, so that will be a good idea to open most of the apps here. So here is the install Gnoppix app. I didn't find in the application menu or the app grid, but we have here in the app grid. So when I searched install, there was no installation, but here we have the install applications. I'm going to install Gnoppix after opening some random apps. So I'm going to show you the installation process too. So Tor browser is trying to download, so I don't want it. I thought it was installed, but it's okay. So let's open the Bleach bit. I think we opened like 8 to 9 apps. So let's still open some of the apps, like image viewer. So till now everything is working fine. The apps are opening slowly. That's no problem, because we opened all the apps at once, so that's the reason it is taking a time there. So there is no issue with that. So we are still trying to open all the applications. Everything is going good here. 1 2 3, almost like a 4 4 3, almost like 11 apps. Let's go to other workspace, and let's try to open some of the apps here. What else we left here is like a music, and maybe I already opened the LibreOffice, so no need to open again. What else we have here is like start anonymity, rhythm box, and let me open another single app, and let's check the system resources that after opening a single app. Let's open the text editor, and that's it. Let's get back to the task manager or system monitor, and here we have almost 4 GB of RAM, which is almost my complete RAM. And here is the CPU, as you can see. Let's go to the process. So these are all the process running right now. There is nothing left to open now. Every application is opened. So there is a bit of like hiccups, or what you call the stuttering in the graphics, or switching the applications. Let's try to switch applications and see whether it's working properly or not. So there is a bit of delay, not a heavy delay, but there is a kind of a few seconds there, or milliseconds, just 1-2 milliseconds, I guess. Everything is opening instantly, and there are a lot of applications here. You need to consider that GIMP, Thunderbird, like a bit of resource consuming applications, so that's the reason it is taking a delay. But on the good side, everything is working good. There is no freeze or anything like that. A bit of delay, that's it. You can ignore that. Running in the background, no problem. Let's go to system monitor and see. So it took a bit of time there. It is almost okay, because the RAM is almost like a 4 GB of RAM. So it's almost 3.9 GB. But if you want to try it, I guess you need to go with other desktop environment. If you have like even 4 GB of RAM, it's a good option to go with other desktop environment, in my opinion, but it's clearly up to you. If you want to choose the GNOME desktop environment, it's clearly up to you. I don't have any issues. But if you have like a low-end PC, then go with the XFCE or KDE Plasma. It's better to go with the XFCE, I guess. Even KDE Plasma will consume a bit of resource there. So this is the system monitor after opening all the applications. almost maybe, as you can see, you can count it here, almost 11-12 applications. So I think let's close all the applications and go with the installation. Let's see whether it works. We got some bug there, like a force quit or something like that, but it went back. So let's check the version, and here is the freeze now. I can't test other applications. It's almost a 4 GB of RAM right now, as you can see, and we're stuck with these applications. Thunderbird is not responding. Let's try to wait here. I want to check the version and close the application, so let's hope it let us use that. Let me close the tab because there are 3 tabs already opened in the Thunderbird, so we hope it works. Still waiting, nothing happened. Can't close. Let's at least switch to GIMP. I think I should force quit it, I guess. So can't do anything right now, and I can't switch to any applications too. It's okay. The Thunderbird however closed itself. Let's try to see the version of the GIMP. Let's check the GIMP version. You get 2.10.34. Let me close it. Okay. So let's check other versions. Image viewer. About image viewer. Here is the image viewer version 43.2. Mail done right. To mail login and sign up. I don't want it, so let's close this thing. Desktop integration. Do you want to integrate Tutor into your desktop environment? Nope. Let's check the version of the applications and close everything. Rhythmbox 3.4.6. Music folder, you don't get hit here. I'm going to show you the version in the App Store. About text editor 43.2. Video player, the version will be in App Store. Let me show you that in the App Store. I already showed the file manager version, but it's okay to show once again. GNOME 43.2. Let's check the LibreOffice version. I don't know where to check in the latest version. I think this is the 7.4.7.2. This is the version you get in the LibreOffice. So what else we left here with the maybe preference, driver language whitelist. Let's close it. This is a BleachBit, so let's check the version of the BleachBit 4.4.2. This is a good PC cleaner. So extensions you can customize up to your preference. So these are all the options you get to customize, like an application menu and arc menu. You can go to settings, change some of the things you want. So I'm not going to do that because it's going to take a lot of time. Let's go to the browser. You can run everything here. Layouts, customize. This is the arc menu settings, so you can go check all those things. So let's close this thing. You just need to go to installed. You need to click on the scrolling or whatever you call it is wheel, maybe setting wheel. You can click on it. You get the options to customize. So you can browse some of the things here. If you want to install, you can install it here just by clicking here. The installed will be like this. Remove drive menu already installed. So let's close that thing. Extensions, you can change the settings. You already know all these things in the GNOME desktop environment, so I don't think there is nothing to show here. So you get all these extensions. You already use this extensions, so no need to show everything here. About extensions, let me close this thing also. What else we have here is updates. You get some system updates. These are all the updates you get, and some updates for the applications. So these are all the installed applications. Let me show you the version of the video and music. Let's scroll it down. Here is the videos. I think the version should be something like maybe here 43.0, Gnoppix and FlatHub. And let's check the music version. I think it should be also 43. It's a 42.1. So let's now install the application Gnoppix. I'm not going to install the Gnoppix Linux on my hard drive because I need to make another video, but I'll show you what is the installation process. So right now it's almost a 3 GB of RAM. We pretty much closed everything, but we still have like a 3 GB of RAM consuming. I don't know why. And CPU is almost below 10%. On the CPU it's good, but on the RAM it's a bit of consuming. So installer is not opened. I think I need to open it once again, I guess. Let's click it install. So still nothing. Let's go to process and check. So these are all the processes running right now. I think the installer is not working for some reason. I hope it works. So I don't think it will open or anything like that. Let's try in a new window. So the installer is not working. So let's check all the system resources and end the video because so these are all the process. So here is the resources. Let's try some settings and end the video here because I didn't show you the settings. You know how to use the bulk rename for all those things, so I don't need to show everything. So these are the settings you get. Appearance. These are all the wallpapers available in the Gnoppix. You just get a single wallpaper from Gnoppix and others from the Debian wallpapers and from the GNOME. So there's nothing new here. And under the about, here is the full information. I already showed every information, but here is some of the information. You can update software updates here, and the OS name it says as an Gnoppix 23, but we are using an Gnoppix 24. When we typed in the terminal, you got the Gnoppix 24, but it says as a 23. I don't know, they forgot something like that. So these are all the same settings you get because it's a GNOME desktop environment and the version is 43. Here it is, the GNOME version. GNOME version not available, but I already showed you in the terminal, so no need to worry about that. Network, Bluetooth, notifications. So again, these are all the same things which you always use in the GNOME desktop environment, so nothing is new here. I already showed whatever is new. So we don't have any like a release notes or anything like that. But right now there is no release note. As soon as the release notes are available, I'm going to put it in the description. You don't need to worry about that. Even if I forgot in the description, I'm going to post it on the community page of my YouTube, so you don't need to have worry about that. So I think we covered everything, I guess. If I forgot anything, do let me know in the comment section so we can cover it in the next video. So if you want to still watch other desktop environments of Gnoppix 24, do let me know in the comment section, like XFCE or the KDE version of Gnoppix 24. So I'll going to make if you want. So dark mode and the night light. Here is the screenshot. Here is the settings. Let's try dark mode. So let's log out. So that was the Gnoppix 24 video. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It helps make a good content for you. Other than that, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.